God says, you and me are one. There is no separation at all. We have to shift to oneness. We have to see everyone as ourselves. You have to see you in other. It is said that you cannot choose a guru and you cannot choose a book. So, guru chooses you and book chooses you because they don't want to teach their children that when one loses and one wins, this is not entertainment. Everybody should win. I'm Anuja Kulkarni from Pune. I welcome you all to the Swadhyaya session of the book Conversation with God, Book 3 by Neale Walsch. Firstly, I will introduce the book briefly. This book is a conversation between author and God by way of question and answer, which is penned down by the author by way of auto-writing. The conversation between author and God becomes conversation between two good friends eventually. This book speaks about higher truth and universal truth. Book contains 21 chapters and these 21 chapters bring about higher and universal truth about various subjects such as soul, birth, death, life cycle, marriage, sex, politics, environment, matriarchal society, patriarchal society, religion, earth planet, other planet, civilization on other planets, civilization on earth, and higher evolved beings and information about higher evolved beings. So you can see these are the various topics covered in this book. So it is very difficult to cover all the topics in this session. So I will take you through this book with the help of some topic, some concepts, some tools and some observations. So let us begin our session with the core essence of the book. God says, you and me are one. There is no separation at all. You and me are one. You came through me, and hence you have all the qualities and powers of me. We can understand this with a simple example. If we cut a piece from a mango, the piece still is called a mango and contains all the good qualities of mango. So we came through God, and God says, I am within you. Don't deny me. You deny me whenever you put yourself down. You deny me whenever you think yourself as small than you actually are. And you deny me whenever you think you are not good enough. So I am within you. Please accept me. And if you want to deny me, then you will continue this life and death cycle. If you want to continue this life and death cycle, then you can deny me. Otherwise, accept me, and only acceptance will not do. You have to accept me. You have to accept yourself as God. Proclaim it. You should be speaking about it publicly and demonstrate it in every way. We have seen Patrisar doing all these things. The next point God says is, I experience life through you. You are my children. We know that God is beyond this life and death cycle. So He says, I experience life through my children, and you are my children. So God experiences life through us. And further, He says, not only this, but I express through you. So whenever we express ourselves, we must know that God is expressing Himself. So He says, I have not only created you, you are creating me when you express yourself. So let us see, we all are soul. And now let us see what are the characteristics and innate qualities of the soul. Soul is lightness, soul is freedom, and soul is unlimitedness. We all know that our mobile phone comes with a default apps, whether we use it or don't use it, they are there. So our soul also comes with these qualities. So what are these qualities? First, purity, power, peace, love, happiness, wisdom, and bliss. These are the qualities, innate qualities of the soul. So, soul is in a constant journey, and this journey is described as journey of knowing and journey of not knowing. So, journey of knowing and remembering, and journey of not knowing and not remembering. So, death is knowing and remembering ourselves, everything as a soul, and birth is not knowing and not remembering everything. So question is why we don't remember everything after birth. So not remembering is necessary because we all came here with some purpose and with some reason. If we remember everything while we are in physical body, this purpose and this reason will get defeated. So not remembering while we are in physical body is very necessary. So let us go through some tools which are given to us. Resting mechanism of the soul. So this soul which knows lightness, freedom and unlimitedness, when he embraces the physical body, this limitedness and freedomless and heaviness of the body tires him. So he comes with a resting mechanism, which is we call a sleep. Yes, sleep is a resting mechanism of the soul. And hence, when the soul needs a rest, it causes the physical body to fall asleep and leave the physical body to rest, to rejuvenate and to refuel. We observe that small babies, newborn babies, sleeps a lot because when the soul once again embraces the physical body, his tolerance to the physical body is very less. Hence, he often leaves the body for a longer period of time. Hence, the small baby sleeps a lot. And when his tolerance to the physical body increases, the sleep time of the baby get reduced. Further, it is mentioned in the book that we can have the same experience without falling asleep. And the tool is called meditation. We have heard Pradeep sir saying that meditation is a conscious sleep and sleep is a unconscious meditation. So further, we can have the same experience without sitting in meditation. And the tool is awakefulness or mindfulness. God says, slow down your speed. Stop for a while from whatever you are doing. See the beauty around and move slowly. That way you can meditate without sitting in meditation. Be mindful, be awakeful. Next tool is giving is receiving. Many of us many times feel that life is a battle or a struggle, or we don't get whatever we want. So God says, I have given you the tool. You are not using it or you are misusing it. The first tool God says is giving is receiving. Whatever you give, it is actually you are giving to yourself. So whenever you want something, first thing you give it to others. So whenever you give it to others, first thing you will experience of having it and the wanting will fade away. So this is the secret. God said this is the secret to get whatever you want. Giving is receiving and you cannot lose anything which you give away. Third tool he mentioned in the book is the tool of creation. Thought, word, and action. These are the three tools of creation. God says you are born with the creative power on the tip of your tongue. You can create a grandest reality with these three tools, but you have chosen not to use it or you are misusing it. sometimes we see that we get mixed results out of this. This is because when we are in physical body, we operate on three levels: body, mind, and soul. And if the desires of these three things are not in harmony, we get mixed results. So it is very important that our desires on these three levels are in harmony to create miraculous results or to create grandest reality. When we are in the physical body, the emotion plays a very important role, out of which God says guilt and fear are the only enemies of the man, because guilt kills. Guilt does not allow you to love yourself, and hence, when you don't love yourself, you cannot love others. So, guilt is to be replaced by awareness. Just be aware of your mistakes and just be aware what wrong you have done. Second emotion is fear. Fear paralyzes us. So, fear is not necessary. Instead, we need caution. Fear paralyzes and caution mobilizes. God says, your relationship with me is based on fear. Hence, it is a paralyzed relationship. Drop the fear and unlearn all the things you have learned from others about me. Drop the fear, unlearn all the things, and know me from your own experience. That way, the relationship can be very good, and with a friendship, we can move ahead. Further, God says, you know everything. I am within you, so you know everything. But the problem is that you don't know that you know. So be aware that you know everything and know that you know and act as if you do. We as a human being always categorize everything as wrong, right, bad, and good. God says there is no right and wrong in the eyes of me, because I know every soul is in a constant journey and is in a different stage of evolution. So he acts according to his level of evolution. So there is no right and wrong in the eyes of me. But he says the rule of the game prevails. And the rule is whatever experience you give to others, one day you have to experience the same thing, which we call a law of karma. Now, let us see some of the observations mentioned in this book about our civilization and our human race. The first observation God says is your civilization or this human race is based on or the guiding principle of this civilization are three core guiding principles. First, our civilization is based on separation, illusion of separation. We are separated by way of families, by way of religion, by way of caste, by way of city, by way of country, and so on. And second guiding principle of our civilization is not enoughness. Insufficiency is the basis of our behavior. And third is survival of the fittest. These principles are the root cause of all our worries, pressure, competition, jealousy, anger, conflict, and which ultimately leads to all the killings on our planet. We have to shift to oneness. We have to see everyone as ourselves. You have to see you in other. Start acting that as if there is enough time, there is enough love, and because if you shift to all these two things, survival of the fittest will not be existing. The second observation is we are trying to solve all our problems on the level of doing. We have to shift on the level of being, and we are trying to solve all our problem on the level of doing. That is why we are failing in that. We have to shift to on the level of being. That is, please know that who you are truly. You are God and act accordingly. Third observation is advanced technology without advanced thought. We are developing our technology, but we are not developing our spirituality. So, advanced technology without advanced spirituality will produce destructive results. So, we should be working on our being level. So, we should be spiritually advanced to enjoy the technical advancedness. So we are messing up with the universe. Universe itself is a mechanism. Universe itself is a separate mechanism and it operates perfectly on its own. But we are messing up with our environment. We are messing up with our biochemistry by way of cloning, by way of genetic engineering. So we have developed nuclear weapons also. So all the things we are heading toward dismantling our own home planet. So these are the observations about our planet given by the God and where we have to work to avoid all these mistakes. So how can we avoid these mistakes? So God suggested one book. The book name is The Last Hour of Ancient Sunlight by Tom Atman. He says in ancient time also our civilization was very developed, but we have fallen down because of some mistake, and the same mistakes we are repeating now. To stop doing these mistakes, we must read this book and we must bring a whole world attention to this book. So now let us go through some information about other planets and civilization on other planets. There are many planets and many civilizations. God says that these civilizations on other planet are very advanced because they operate on two basic principles. The two basic principles are oneness consciousness. We all are one. They operate on this consciousness. They operate on this consciousness. And second guiding principle is there is enough. So they don't face any competition and there is no worry. Second information given is about higher evolved beings, how they live and how they operate. So higher evolved beings, because of these two principles, they have not polluted their natural resources. So they higher evolved beings live in their physical body for many long time. They live much longer in their physical body, and because of these two guiding principles, they does not have competition and worry and pressure, jealousy, panic, guilt, fear. And also it is very important that they know who they really are. Other civilization on other planet, they have a very advanced technology. The example is they don't need fuel driven machines or engine to travel. They have advanced physical body also. They can dismantle and reassemble their physical body at their will. So there are many more details given in this book about civilization on other planet and how they live, how they raise their children, and but it is not possible to cover all these minute details in this book. So now we have come to the end of this session. So I would like to conclude. To conclude, these are the few glimpses which I have given to you about this magnificent book. It is not possible to go through each and topic detail in this session. So these are the few glimpses I have given to you. And takeaways are all the tools given in this book, and we have to implement these tools in our day-to-day practice. And deep inside, we should know that if we know all the things, and we should act as if we do know all the things. It is said that you cannot choose a guru and you cannot choose a book. So, Guru chooses you and book chooses you. I think Pradeep sir is doing the same thing with this TOT program. And you cannot choose a book. I tell you my experience. When Pradeep sir announced this Swadhyaya session, this book was not on my mind. I was after 2-3 books, but I could not get that books, and I got this book. So I can definitely say that this book had chosen me. And it is also mentioned in the book that whenever someone need this book or need this wisdom, this book will miraculously reach that person. So I think by way of this session or through this session, this book has reached to all of you, and there is a reason behind it. So I request all of you to read this book. So this is all from my side. So I think I have covered important topics in the book, and I have covered within time, or I think it is more 8 minutes there. But I think I have said whatever I wanted to say. The book contains 21 chapters and 350 pages. And it was very difficult for me to how to summarize this book in half an hour. And I was struggling what points to take, what points not to take. But my thought process was whatever is necessary for our day to day life, or whatever is we can implement easily, I should take that points. So I have taken these points which we can implement easily and which we can remember and which will be helpful to make our life some better, or make what we think that we are struggling, so that struggle to ease. Actually, it is not a struggle, but we think that way. So that struggle to ease, I think these points will help you all. So now, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand.
Ma'am, I have a question. So when you
Yes.
said that the book chose you. So after reading the book, what are the main points you felt you wanted this book, right? And this book, whatever reading, really helped
Yes.
you to change now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
I think whatever contents are there in this book, I have known this because for many years I was listening to Sister Shivani, BK Shivani, and she was telling all these things. But I know that I was not practicing it. डेली प्रैक्टिस में नहीं था वो मेरे. सो मुझे ये लगा कि ये बुक मेरे पास इसलिए आया है कि आई नो दिस बट आई एम नॉट प्रैक्टिसिंग इट on day to day basis. It hit me like this कि I know these things. I have heard this many times because I am here listening to Sister Shivani for last 10 years, and she was speaking all these things. Even Pradeep sir is speaking all these things. Patri sir is speaking all these things. When I was reading this book, Patri sir's voice was hammering my ear.
Resounding.
Pradeep sir's voice was hammering. These all masters are saying this, but if we don't practice it or implement it, it is no use. So this was the hitting point for me. Why this book came to me? I am not doing it. Practically, I am not doing it. So now I have to see that only knowledge is not important. How I am implementing in my own life is very important. So that is the hitting point for me. And literally, I was listening Patri sir. He always addresses that dear friends, dear masters, and dear gods. And one thing I remember from Patri sir's interview, when someone asked him, Ki, what do you notice in a person when he comes in front of you? So he said, only his godhood. I notice only his godhood. So this is the practical example. He was living it. Ki I am God and you are God. सो वो सब मुझे याद आ रहा था जब मैं ये बुक पढ़ रही थी कि अरे ये सब मुझे पता है, पत्री सर यही बोल रहे हैं, प्रदीप सर यही बोल रहे हैं. मैंने ये बहुत बार सुना हुआ है, लेकिन आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग practically. So that was my hitting point, and that is why this book chosen me, I think.
Excellent, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another point also, I need to a little bit elaborate, ma'am, if you can. Other civilization has got all the advanced technology. How that other civilization, which planet, which dimension, and they are really practicing very advanced technology without fuel. That we are using a car, we are using the airplane, and all those things. But there are also a planet where they are also highly advanced in technology, but they are not spoiling their environment. Whereas we are spoiling the environment, we are spoiling the planet Earth, Mother Earth. And which is the planet which anywhere mentioned in the book,
It
ma'am?
is not specifically mentioned in this book.
Okay.
It is not specifically mentioned, but there are many planets and many civilizations very advanced from us.
Yes.
It was only mentioned there.
But no one is mentioning. I do not know why. Because I also asked, they are not openly coming out expressing which is the planet actually is advanced civilization. We as a we also eager to know those planet dimensions,
Yes.
but it is not revealed. I
No.
purposely asked certain people, but no. Yeah, it is there. That's all they say. It's there.
But many things minutely are written in this book. Okay, how they live. One point I will tell you, ki there are no games for their children, because they don't want to teach their children that when one loses and one wins, this is not entertainment. Everybody should win. They don't want to teach their children this. Okay, when one loses and other win, this is not entertainment. So they don't practice games and this for children. So many things are mentioned in this book about their living, how they live. But where these planets are and names and all, it is not mentioned. It is not mentioned.
Yeah, that's it.
But very minute details and very amazing details. You should go through it.
Yeah, I think we should.
Everybody should go through it.
I think we should read this book. Yeah.
Yes. And this book has reached all you who are in this session. So it is a reason what I said. So
Yeah.
there is a reason. So my reason was different. Maybe your reason is different. But go and grab that book and read it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pradeep, sir. Thank you, universe. Thank you.